Okay. My name is Stephanie Hill. I am on here to discuss some expectations of what can happen while you're prepping for a show. I am prepping for my first wellness show in bodybuilding, and I just want to share with those that have been interested in prepping or doing a show and they're not really sure what it all entails, what to expect, giving you guys an eye opener of what I've been experiencing. And obviously, don't let any of what I'm telling you like be a decision maker whether you do it or not. It's kind of just like, here's been my experience, take it as you will, do what the hell you want with it, period. I also just tried to make this video like 2 other times, and prep brain is a thing. Like, stop mid-sentence, you're like, what the fuck am I saying? This doesn't make sense. Where am I going with this? Yada, yada. Oh, so that's an expectation number one, to have prep brain, where you're just like, I'm 2 weeks out from my show. So I'm like to the point where I'm just pretty dead and tired. Pretty dead inside. Death is upon us. Like, I have makeup on. I don't think I've worn makeup for for a shoot I did. But like, just putting it on for day to day has been a hot minute. Anyways, I'm distracted. Okay. My dog's just doing whatever the hell it wants down here. Okay, so one thing to expect, some brain issues. Not brain issues, but you're gonna be tired, very fatigued, okay? Expect that, number one. Emotions to be all over the place. You know, someday you're gonna have really good days. You're gonna be like, I'm feeling great, I'm gonna go tear this shit up, blah, blah, blah. And then the next day you're like, what am I doing? I don't feel good, I feel fat, I feel like you're picking at yourself, you're comparing yourself to others. Like, this is what I've experienced. I'm not saying everybody's going to do this or you're going to do this. I'm just saying that it is normal to have those kind of ups and downs, and you just need to sit yourself down, reevaluate, be like, you are a boss, you are a badass bitch, you got this, you're doing it for growth, period. Like, you're improving as a person mentally and physically, and keep it there. You know what I mean? So I can go into more detail with that later, but I don't want this video to be all about that. So expecting emotions, you know, having some hard ass days, expect to be tired. You're depleting your body the closer you get to the show. You're eating way less calories, expect to be hungry, starving. You really want to eat some cookies and donuts. All of it, right? Like, you're going to be hungry, so expect that. You know, expect to be sticking to a plan. So if you have a coach, which I highly suggest everyone have a coach when doing a show, they're going to be guiding you on what to do, you know, exercises, what you need to do for improvement, you know, nutrition, all the above, cardio. And your food, you're gonna start getting less and less food, less and less carbs, less and less fuel, the energy sources you need to, you know, go through workouts. So you're gonna be walking around depleted, tired, cranky, but it is all what you make it. So what I've been realizing the last couple of weeks is to embrace it, to enjoy it, and try to enjoy this journey as much as I can. You know, enjoy the hours and hours of cardio, and thinking about the goal that I want to set for myself and accomplish for myself. So yeah, there's a lot of tough points that you're going to have to go through, but to me, it's like a challenge, and I love challenging myself. So mentally, I want to push myself to the limits and improve myself on what I can handle, and not be a person that gives up when shit gets hard. And that's mentally and physically for me. So that is a huge positive from being in a competition like this, you're improving yourself mentally and pushing past those barriers where usually people give up when shit gets hard. And this is dedication. Like if you're going to be competing, you're going to be competing, you realize like mad respect for all these competitors that have been busting their ass for however long, 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks. You know, I've been doing it for about 4 months now. And it's not easy, okay? Expect it to not be easy. Like I said, I'm not trying to give you guys all negative things, but I'm trying to be like realistic. This is the truth of it. It's not like you see competitors on Instagram and you're like, damn, they look good. They make it look so easy. It's not that at all. Like it is a struggle. This is your, I don't want to say it's your life, but wake up in the morning, you're doing cardio. You have to get a strength training workout in at some point. Most likely you're doing cardio again at nighttime, especially when you get closer to your show. Cardio is usually like, it could be an hour long in the morning, an hour long at nighttime. Plus you have to strength train. So that could be a 4-hour gym session right there. Plus you have to practice posing because you don't want to get on stage and look like a baby deer, like if you're in heels, or not be able to hold your poses and be conditioned, because that will knock you off points with the judges. So you just did all this hard work, working out, eating, but you don't know how to pose, so that's why you didn't win. Like, how shitty would that be? Shitty, right? I don't want to lose. Kina, shut your pie hole. I don't want to lose because I don't know how to pose. You know what I mean? Like a simple thing like that. Hold on. Kina, place. Get up there and place. Good girl. Sit. She's crazy. What else? What else did I have? Emotions, being crazy. Be prepared to spend some money. So if you are financially in a hard place, either you're gonna need to grind and bust your ass to be able to, you know, pay for everything, or wait until you're more financially stable. I had a combination of those. Busting my ass, making sure I have money to pay for stuff. Was it the best time for me to spend the money that I have been spending? No. But I've been saying I'm gonna do a show for how long, and putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. Gets to a point where I'm like, I'm doing this shit no matter what. So I have that mentality, I'm gonna make it work. So when it thinks about money, when it comes down to money, you're paying for a coach, you're paying for, if you're gonna be an NPC, you're paying for that, it's a yearly fee, you're paying for, and I can make a video of a breakdown of what things can cost. You're paying for the class that you're in. If you're in multiple classes, you're paying easily $115 for each class. If you're a female, your swimsuit could be $200 to $1,000 or more. High heels, your hair and makeup if you get it done, your spray tan, did I say a coach? Get my nails done before the show, pamper myself. Some of these things you can do yourself, but this peak week before my show, I'm taking the time to give myself some self-care and love with getting my nails done. What else you have to pay for? If you have to travel, so traveling expenses, if it's gas, if it's air flight, if it's hotel, things like that. All those things you have to pay for. I mean, you easily could be spending $2,000 to compete. So you need to keep that in mind, that this does cost money to participate in. It does. So I can definitely do a breakdown of that. It's going to take up a lot of your time, like I talked about. It's something that, you know, with meal prepping, you're constantly eating the same foods, most likely what your coach tells you to eat. So you're meal prepping these foods constantly. Make sure that they're ready. You can grab and go, especially if you're, you know, working full time, which usually everybody's working. Usually. meal prepping, cardio, posing, strength training, making sure you're getting the rest and recovery so your body is, because it's going to be depleted, it's going to be needing its nutrients. So you need to be making sure that you are resting and recovering. What's another thing? Caffeine. I'm a caffeine addict right now, which I have a very addictive personality. So competing is kind of a good thing for me because I'm using it positively. But for me, I see a lot of competitors as well, like sipping on the caffeine, coffee in the morning, energy drink, like just grinding through to try to make it past, the last few weeks and get that energy. But not everybody's going to be a caffeine addict. It's just right now. Kina, hold on. Go place. WTF, kids. WTF. I can't with these dogs. I can't. Anyways, go place. Go. Andale. Okay, so let me wrap this up. Going back to emotions, like you're gonna be struggling, and keep this in mind, you're not the only one going to be struggling. Like your family's struggling when you lash out at them, or your animals when you're yelling at them and being like, lie down, I'm so tired, I can't take you for a walk right now because I've already done an incline walk for 2 hours today, or whatever it may be. Like try not to let your shit affect those around you. Like, yes, you need your support system, but keep that in mind. Like, you chose to do this. They didn't choose it. Like, they're there for you and to help you, to support you. Even your dogs, like, they may be getting less exercise during these couple of weeks, especially when you get close to showtime. But remember, like, the world's not about you. You still need to try to give your best and have that talk with them and tell them, like, I might be a little more fatigued during this time. I just need you to be supportive, and I'm gonna focus on not being a major biatch to you. You know what I mean? But that's like do's and don'ts of competing that can help you have a better prep, which I'll go over on a different video. But overall, emotions, expect them to be a little wild and crazy. Expect to be tired, fatigued, hungry. Your coach will decide when you get a cheat meal. Some people will go weeks and weeks and weeks without cheat meals. Some coaches give it every single week. It just depends on really your training schedule, your program, how your body's responding. But I mean, your cheat meal might be steak and a sweet potato. So yeah, expect to not be having some yummy food for a while, just like your wholesome, healthy foods, and expect to be putting some money down. I have 2 weeks left, so I'm not sure what the last 2 weeks will look like, so I can't give you guys any advice there on what the last final weeks are like. My energy is good right now, for the most part. Like, yes, I'm tired, I'm drinking a lot of caffeine, but I still can function for the most part. I think that's it, you guys. Expect, strict nutrition. Like, you don't expect this to be a diet to get to the body that you want. Like, this is a lot of work. It's hard work. But do not let that scare you away from doing it. Like I said, this can help improve you as a person and break past mental barriers that a lot of us humans stop at. When shit gets hard, our brain tells us to stop. And this is the point where you're like, I have to keep pushing. I'm dedicated to doing a show, and you can improve from it. So it's all about perspective. and how you take it in. And just know, like, with anything, there's goods and there's bad sides of it. So I hope this is beneficial for you guys and that you get something from it. I'm gonna make another video about kind of the do's and don'ts of what can help you make prep more positive, because I've learned a lot already just from starting to do my first show, of things I would do different next time and that I've already incorporated to help with the mental part. Because this isn't only physically a hard sport, but mentally as well. Because life doesn't stop for you just because you're on prep. So families are getting together, they're eating, and you realize, like, okay, being a family doesn't mean I have to eat good food, and you're not going to be drinking alcohol. So you're sober for 4 months. If you really like to drink and party, this might be hard for you. And just realizing, like, okay, I'm here spending time with my family. I have to leave to go do cardio before I can meet with them to go do this other thing, or I have to leave and go, you're gonna have to make it work. So yeah, I hope this is helpful. If it is, like, comment. If you'd like to learn more about prep or the last 2 weeks of prep, how it goes, comment below. And that's all I got. Okay, bye.